Welcome, everybody. I've been gone a while, and I apologize for that. I mean, I know I don't really have many followers right now or anything, but I set out to do Let's Plays and lore analysis of other things, and I haven't really been doing that. But I've been busy. I got a job, and I've been also without a good computer for a while due to my other one sort of just dying on me. I've been looking into it, but the computer I usually use for my games, and it's didn't do so great. But this computer can run simple games, or games not as intense as, say, Dark Souls 3 or any of the other major stuff I normally do. So I'm gonna be doing a series where I play until I get a better computer. Play more, I guess you would call them less intense on the computer games. Anyways, so to start this off, I'm doing a playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Confession time. I've never actually played an isometric RPG. Never. Not once. I've had this on my Steam for a while, but I never really played it other than looked at the character screen for a while and got a little intimidated by it. But, now I've decided it'll be a little adventure. You guys and me will tackle this together. Anyways, so that's my story. I'm gonna be playing this basically as blind as you could possibly get due to not being familiar at all with ISO RPGs. And yeah, let's do this. Hopefully I'll be trying to do at least one video a week now. Maybe more if I can, but at least one. And hopefully I'll have a lot more content and we'll get to do more stuff. Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna go easy with this. I know some people will be like, but I've honestly never played in one of these before, so yeah. I'll be doing this one. I won't do story time though. We'll just do easy. Maybe once I've played through this, I'll do a normal or hard mode. Oh no, I never do hard modes. Which is, I know some people will be like, but you play Dark Souls all the time. Yeah, but there's a difference between doing a hard between Dark Souls and doing a hard mode on a game. I'm just not a fan of it. Okay.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay, so I think there was a pause in the recording right there because it seems to freeze a little bit whenever the loading screen happens. And I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can with what I got, so hopefully it won't be too much of a problem, but it could be. Okay, are we back? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like I said, loading screen is gonna freeze the recording a little bit. Not great. Not great at all. Okay. Of course, I'm a girl. Let's see. Race. Humans. Oh boy. Oh, right, there's a whole bunch of... Oh, geez. Yeah, if there's... You know what? Yeah, let's do that for every race. A woman's role in Eora is largely dependent on where she is from. In the Adir Empire, Valian republics in the Direwood, women occupy many domestic roles, many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are the primary hunters, soldiers, and leaders of the tribes of Nas-Itak and Iraglanfath. Examictil? Women and men have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to these roles, and women can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. Okay, the place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like Adir and the Direwood place them at the forefront of the military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Nasikt, men perform many of the homesteading and organizational duties. In the Iraglanfath and Exentil, women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule. Alright, so that's the same. Let's go to race. Oh. Humans, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Direwood in the Adir Empire, Old Vala, Vilia and the Vilian republics. Though not as large as the towering Amuawa, humans are known for their strength and willpower. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Amuawa. The mighty Amuawa are the largest of the Kith races and commonly found near oceans. They're not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rauti, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. Ah, big boys, huh? Oh, okay, so. Okay. They only have that bit of blurb for that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm a lady. Continue. Dwarf. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. Oh, that's interesting. They are commonly found in the Darwood and the Vilian republics, and almost any colonized lands. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. Might +2, dexterity -1, constitution +1. Alright, so sort of standard, but a little different than normal dwarves. That's cool. I like that. Well traveled. Elves. Elves are the dominant race in Irglanfath and the white that wins. Oh my god. And are extremely common in the Direwood and Adira. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence as a commonly isolationist nature. Alright. Oh, what is this fella? This little girl. Orlans are the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large 2 ears, two-tone skin, and hirsute bodies. Orlans are commonly found in Irglanfath, the Ixalmit plains, and parts of the Darwood. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. Cool. And godlike. What the hell is that? Whoa! Okay, that's cool. Okay, the godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. Though some do not consider it a blessing, these aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Interesting. Huh. Let's go with godlike for now, and we'll come back if there's... Oh, there's sub-races. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna take a little while, isn't it? Alright, let's go with these first, I guess. The bodies of the fire godlike often resemble hot metal, burnt wood, or stone, with harmless flames that erupt from cracks in their skin. Fire godlike are objects of both reverence and fear in the Deadfire archipelago. Many locals believe they have the power to awaken volcanoes, or that killing one will cause a volcano to awaken. In the Direwood, fire godlike are often seen as a sign of the blessings of Magra, goddess of war and fire. Oh, cool! Battleforged. When reduced below 50% endurance, fire godlike glow like metal in a forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature that hits them in melee. Oh, that's cool. Yo, what is that? Holy shit, that's not hair, that's just like fucking darkness. Oh, that's cool. Death godlike are the most distrusted of their kind. Strange growths cover their eyes, or in some cases, entire faces, giving them a sinister appearance. The growths are transparent for the godlike, but opaque from the outside. Oh wow, hiding their features. Death godlike are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them to be harbingers of doom. Huh. That sucks for them. Death's Usher. When death godlike attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. Okay, that's cool. Yo! Look at this shit! Oh, that's so cool. That's like my aesthetic. I love it. Moon godlike are the most tolerated of the godlike. While their skin tone and a large moon-like growth on their foreheads may be strange to some, their appearance are generally considered more palatable by the other kith. Sailors have many beliefs about moon godlike and their propensity to bring luck, though there is little agreement as to what kind of luck they tend to bring. Yo, that's so cool. Silver Tide. Every encounter, when reduced below 75, 50%, and 25 endurance, moon godlike generate waves of healing moonlight that restore endurance to them and their allies. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's handy. Nature godlike appear to be a fusion of human and animal features, often covered by plants, moss, or fungi. This has led to the common stigma that they are diseased, and many are killed at birth because of it. Aww. Many druidic orders have a keen interest in nature godlike because of their general curiosity as to how souls occupy animals, plants, and stones. Wellspring of Life. Grant a bonus to might, constitution, and dexterity when endurance is below 50%. Dang! That's cool. Okay. Orlan. Wild Orlons are the original Orlons who lived in the deepest forests and jungles between the tropics. While they have only been significantly separated from Earth Orlons for 1,000 years, a few genetic differences have appeared rapidly. Most notably a lack of facial hair in the Hearth Orlon branch. Wild Orlons are common in the deep reaches of Iargath. Unlike their Hearth Orlon brethren, they are not often seen in the Direwoods, Red Saras, or the... Oh, come on. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, this is so dense. I love it. Unlike their Hearth Orlon brethren, they are not often seen in the Darwood, Uristeras, or the Violian republics. After being subjected to a will attack, Wild Orleans temporarily gain a bonus to all defenses. Okay. The Violian republics, a mercantile power and former colony of a larger, more ancient nation, Old Vilia. The republics lie south of the Direwood and Irglanfath and were ruled by a duke. I'm going to call it a duck. Elected by the Consugalai Aleski. A council of 14 ducks, including its 5 most prominent, the Duck Bells. Interesting. Direwood Reisaras. Direwood's neighbor to the north. Reisaras is a nation firmly rooted in its Elthali faith, a fervor that took hold during the events of the Saints' War and remains even after the apparent death of Eothas. Jeez. Direwood, a colonial nation founded by settlers from the Aedir Empire. Following a series of conflict with Aedir, the territory became independent in 2672 AI and is now ruled by a duke who is elected by 7 jarls that oversee its jarldoms. Jarls? Huh. Okay. Boy. Irglanfath, a territory comprised of the forest southeast of the Bale River, populated indigenously by a group of loosely affiliated tribes collectively known as the Clanfathians, and governed by a council of its 6 most powerful tribes. Irglanfath is home to a large number of Ingwithian sites which Clanfathians hold sacred. The ruins have been at the center of a number of large-scale conflicts with Direwoodian colonists, whose settlements often encroach on Clanfathian territory and who frequently seek to plunder the ruins for their relics. Yo, this is so much info. I love it. Aww. Kind of like little hobbits, almost. Or halflings, I guess. Earth Orlans are often found as slaves in Esras and the Valian republics. One of the treaty terms between the Direwood and the people of Irglanfath was the liberation of Orlan slaves. And while this has been honored, many Earth Orlans continue to live in the Direwood as indentured servants. Man, fuck that. That sucks. Jeez. Minor threat. When attacking any target that is being targeted by a teammate, Earth Orlans convert some of their hits into crits. Huh. I bet that's handy if you have DPS. Okay. Elf. Oh, man, I bet those are frost elves. Yo, it is! It is unclear how long ago the Pale Elves, Glamfelin, came to the southern polar regions of the world. But they have lived there for at least 12,000 years based on their continuous contact with Auma trailers. They appear to be among the most stationary ethnic groups in the known world, migrating within the polar region, but seldom venturing far north. They are rare in all northern lands. Most people consider them exotic if they have seen one at all. Elemental endurance. All pale elves have. Increased burn and freeze damage reduction. Oh boy. Endurance represents a character's short-term survivability. Damage that is not absorbed by a character's damage reduction goes straight to their endurance and health. Potions and healing magic, such as from a paladin, priest, or druid. Jeez, this is like full on 3.5, isn't it? Can restore endurance in combat. When a character's endurance reaches 0, he or she will be knocked out. A knocked out character can be brought back in combat through the use of a revive ability. Otherwise, characters will regain all their endurance at the end of combat, assuming they're on the winning side. Yo! Oh boy. There are 8 damage types in Pillars of Eternity. Slash, Pierce, Crush, Burn, Shock, Corrode, Freeze, and Raw. It's a little simpler than D&D. Because in D&D there's like Slash, Pierce, Crush, or Bludgeoning. Yeah, Bludgeoning, Fire, Cold, Lightning, Acid, Poison, Psychic, and I'm forgetting one. I can't remember what it is though. And yeah. Damage types are used to determine how easily a target resists damage of that type based on their damage reductions. A creature or suit of armor may be very resistant to one type of damage but quite vulnerable to another. Some weapons or attacks may do multiple damage types or list an OR between their damage type. When an OR is listed, the attack will always do the damage type that the target is most vulnerable to. Ooh, that's handy. Raw damage is the only damage type that ignores all damage reduction, and is generally associated with poison and similar effect. See, okay, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here, but I love damage types. I love it, and I love it when you have the and in there. Oh, multiple damage types are so great. I love when you can do that. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I think Dark Souls 2 has some of the best PvP in all the Souls series. Because you can infuse almost any weapon, and it can do multiple damage, and you can buff it with almost any buff, as long as it's like a magic buff and not a resin. But even then, you can buff some weapons that do elemental damage with a type of resin. And because when you have multiple damage types, people think it gets spread out, and it does. But if you have multiple damage types, you're more likely to get through other people's resistances. I just love the idea of like a sword doing fire, poison, cold, all sorts of damage. It's awesome. I love it. Okay. What else? Okay, so there's only snow elves and wood elves. Oh boy. Wood elves, Selktrafolk, trace their beginnings far north of present-day Adir, and have migrated south through the forests of the continent, now covering it all the way south across the equator. They are also to believe to have migrated across the sea to Irglanfith. While physiologically identical to one another, wood elves from Adir are culturally different from those in Irglanfith, and consider them selves wholly different groups. Distant advantage. Against any enemy that is more than 4m away, Wood Elves gain bonus to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. Okay, so these are the guys you want to do if you're doing a ranged character. I guess ranger or thief or any magic user. That's kind of cool. Dwarf. Okay. Mountain dwarfs. Aptapo originated on the continent to the east of the Direwood and have spread through the area several times. Unlike the similarly oh boy, I have trouble with pronunciation sometimes. Similarly diminutive Orleans, who are frequently subjugated, the Apatapo have always directly fought back threats posed by larger kith and opted to fortify their residences rather than move on. Mountain dwarfs are commonly in the Vilean republics, but not seen as often in the Direwood and Resaras. Okay, so these are basically just normal dwarves. Mountain dwarves have a bonus to defend against poison and disease attacks. Whoa, hold on. Oh, come on! Oh, that's so cool! Diseases can inflict a wide variety of status effects or affliction. A disease effect is typically from a spell, but often from a creature's attacks. That's cool, I love all that stuff. Boreal dwarfs. Oh boy. Inu Tanik live in the remote southern island of the Nasikitak, where they share the rocky tundra and snow-covered forests with the migratory pale elves and the coast-hugging ships of the Amuao. Like their northern cousins, in the Tonic share an instinctive love of exploration. Boreal dwarfs are somewhat common in the Vilean republics, but seldom encountered in the Direwood. Hunter's instincts. Boreal dwarves gain plus 15 accuracy against any creature of the wilder or primordial types. Oh, that's cool too. Accuracy is a part of almost every attack. It influences how likely the attack is to affect the target. Accuracy is defined primarily by a character's class and level, but is also influenced by perception, talents, and other active effects such as spell or items. When attack is made, the accuracy is compared to the appropriate defense on a target to determine how the attack roll. Oh, they even use rolls, man! That's so cool! Why have I not played one of these before? Oh, that's so neat! I love it! If accuracy is above the target, its defense, it will be more likely to result in a hit or crit, less likely to result in a graze or a miss? Oh, that's so cool! Any ability or talent that does not use a weapon as part of the attack gains a small accuracy bonus based on the level of the character. Okay. Aoma. Big buff fishwife. And before Undyne. Viewed as a warlike race, the coastal Aoma live in a mainland region along the coasts of the northern hemisphere. The lands they conquered by pushing uh, Theartan, metal folk, Natlan, savannah folk, and Orlan communities out. The culture is more centralized and urban than their island cousin, though both groups are involved in seafaring. Coastal Auma are very rare in the Direwood, but those that do make the journey usually as mercenaries, bodyguards, or soldiers. Oh, cool! Towering physique. Coastal Auma gain bonuses to defend against prone and stun effects. That's cool. Yo! Look at that Gerudo. That's totally a Gerudo right there. Dang. I'm so gay. Holy shit. Island Aoma originated in the Deadfire Archipelago, 1,000 miles south of the Vilean Republics. While physiologically similar to their coastal cousins, the coloration of Island Aoma is starkly different. Brown and yellow contrasted. Brown and yellow? Oh, I don't see that. I bet that's like, oh, contrasting the coastals blue and green. Oh, so those still uncommon in the Direwood and surrounding environments. Island Aoma are more commonly encountered there than coastal Aoma, who are quite rare. When encountered around the Direwood, they are often laborers, fishermen, or sailors. Armed to the teeth. Oh. All Island Aoma gain an additional weapon set. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's check the boring old humans. Yo! They have sub-races too? Savannah folk. Savannah folk, Natlan, come originally from just south of the equator, and with the exception of some groups that migrated north, have remained at the same location for over 10,000 years. The name Natlan literally means original. While quite common in Radsaras, Savannah folk are not usually seen in the Direwoods in the Vilean Republics. Fighting Spirit. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance, folk temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. Yo, that's some anime ass shit right there. Ocean folk. Kalbandra originated near the equator on the other side of the globe and are currently the most widespread human group in the region, but have also migrated to the far reaches of the world. Ocean folk are the dominant culture in the Vilean Republics and are also common in the Direwood. Okay, so all folk have the fighting spirit. Now that's cool. Meadow folk. The most common human in the Direwood, the meadow folk, are the Theartan, have lived in that area for almost 2,000 years. Meadow folk traditionally live at the edges of elven forests, working in the open plains. Hence their name. Most humans in the Direwood are Theartan. Fighting spirit. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, this is a hard choice. Okay. Alma are definitely what I want to go for if they're physical. Dwarf. Could be a good physical. Elf, definitely for ranged or magic. What do godlike get? Dexterity and intellect. I'm probably going to go godlike. I'm going to go moon godlike. Look at that shit! That like fucking raver pastel aesthetic. That's so fucking good. I love it. God, put some forelung on. Okay. And look at that. Reduced below 75, 50, and 25% endurance. That's cool. That's super handy, and I think that'll help me out. What the fuck? Oh, that's right. Godlike are born to any race. Okay, so that's cool. So it's just not like... Huh. God, I'm so gay. Okay. I think I'm gonna go human for now. Let's see, fighter. Fighters form the front lines of disciplined armies across the Eastern Reach. Though they are most commonly found in cultures with an organized martial structure, fighters can be encountered as wandering mercenaries, bodyguards, and other types of sellswords. The common element that unifies fighters is their heavy focus on endurance and melee defense. That's cool. Starting ability, constant recovery. Recovery is the amount of time that a character spends between actions. Longer actions result in proportionally longer recovery. Armor also has an effect on recovery. Generally, heavier armor inflicts longer recovery penalties. Yo, this is so much stuff. Holy shit. Fighters continually regenerate endurance at a modest rate during combat. Athletics +1, lore +1, survival +1. Adventuring is tiring work. In addition to the hazards of mortal combat, adventurers will have walls to climb, rivers to cross, and pits to leap over. Once per counter, characters with athletics can use the second wind ability to recover lost endurance. A higher athletic score increases the effect of second wind. In conversations and scripted interactions, athletics is used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. Survival. Survival allows characters to choose from a variety of long-term bonus each time they can. The first 6 ranks grant the following bonus. Damage reduction. Received healing multiplier. Bonus movement. Accuracy bonus versus creature type. Increased consumable duration. Bonus damage versus flanked enemies. After the 6th rank, the previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. Survival can also be used in conversations that involve scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges or specialized information about nature. And of course, they got my thing. Lore represents a character's accumulated miscellaneous knowledge and trivia, often of occult or esoteric topics. Outside of conversations and scripted interactions, lore is used to activate scrolls? Yo! Higher lore values allow the characters to use higher level scrolls. That's so cool. Okay, endurance 42 plus 14 per level. What the fuck? Health 5-star endurance. Accuracy 30 plus 3 / level very high. Deflection 30, very high. Deflection is defense used to resist direct melee and ranged attacks against the characters that are not area of effect. It is defined by the character's class level and resolve. but may also be influenced by shields, certain weapons, talents, and other effects from spells or items. Health is long-term damage, only regained through rest and certain talents. Damage that is not absorbed by a character's action goes straight to their health endurance. When a character's health reaches 0, they will either be maimed or killed depending on the game setting. A maimed character who is reduced to 0 health will always be killed regardless of setting. Unlike endurance, a character's health does not get restored after combat, but characters have much larger health values than endurance values. Jeez. Oh boy, look at all these fucking classes. This is definitely fucking 3.5. What the fuck though? Gosh. Okay. What is a chanter? Oh, is that a polearm? Yo, that's totally a poleaxe. In every culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. Excuse me. It's been raining a lot and pollen content has been incredibly high recently. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic, their hallowed phrases stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just a time-honored part of local folk traditions. Starting abilities. Praises chants. All chanters can continually speak chants made up of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and help build a character's power until they use an invocation. A passive counter ability is one that can be added to a character where the bonus is gained automatically. Okay, that's simple enough. Powerful invocations are powerful magical effects that chanters can create after they have spoken a required number of phrases through their chants. Lore +2 and mechanics +2. Mechanics. Traps and luck can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers, draining their resources and maiming or killing those who are unfortunate enough to see an unfloor. Play. The mechanic skill makes it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. Additionally, any character can use the mechanics skill to place traps of their own. The higher the mechanics, the more accurate the trap. In conversation and scripted interactions, mechanics can be used to activate or disable a variety of machines. Okay, endurance 36 +12, health 4. Oh, is that squared? Is that squared by endurance? I think it is. Okay. Accuracy. I got high deflection, apparently. Okay, what's a cipher? Whoa. Okay, claymore. No, that's just a normal longsword. Yeah, that's not a great sword, but that's got a really long handle to it. Huh. I guess it could be like a... I don't know. That's definitely not a great sword. Oh well. Oh man, and look at her fucking glowy skin. That's so cool. A recent discovery in the Eastern Reach, ciphers were once called... Oh boy. Brishal Gwyn. Mind hunters by the Glanfathians. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche, using an ally or enemy's essence as the focus for their magic. The most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach. Practitioners of the techniques have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted, especially by the uneducated. Powers. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. These powers cost focus, which ciphers build through use of their soul whip. Soul whip? Stealth +1, lore +1, mechanics +1. Endurance 36 +12 per level. Health 4, endurance square, health. I don't remember what that term is, but yeah. Accuracy is 25 +3, level deflection is 20. I'm not really good at higher maths. Sorry. Druid. Oh, of course, a scimitar, or a cutlass in this case, and a buckler. That's interesting. Okay, so they're shapeshifters. Animists at heart, druids tapped into spiritual power that flows through all the simple living things of Eora. Plants, animals, and even living stone. While not necessarily religious, druids have a reverence for the natural world and a keen interest in understanding its mysteries. In most cultures, druids are understood as a sort of primal magician, but among the Glanfathians, Nasitaki, in many rural cultures, they may have high positions of influence and authority. Starting ability. Shapeshift. All druids have mastered one animalistic form. These forms grant the druid strong melee abilities and grant additional power while the druid is shifted. Okay, that's pretty standard for druids. Spells. Druids have access to a variety of offensive and some support-oriented spells. Every 2 level, druids automatically gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast in a limited number of times per rest. As druids gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift per encounter. Okay, that's cool. Endurance 36 +12 per level. 4 to the... Now I know. That is called. Someone who's better at math, correct me in the comments on what... Because I know what squared is, but I don't know what the term that, like, something that is squared. And, okay, that's interesting. Alright, we already know fighter. Barbarian. Let's... Okay, yeah. Dang, girl, look at them tats. I love it. And she's totally rocking the Ragnar Lothbrok fighting style. Love it. Axe and sword. Brutes, madmen, berserkers. Though the city-dwelling people often use the term barbarian with a dose of disrespect, these rural warriors are respected by their communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence on the battlefield. Barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures, but in many places the undisciplined, fearless style of the barbarian is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Carnage. When barbarians hit with melee attacks, they automatically make reduced damage attacks at all other enemies within a short distance of the targets. Yo! This is some cool and very involved shit. Oh my god, I love it. A monk. Damn, girl, look at that toga. Monks belong to a variety of fighting orders that have sprung up in Ixalmitl in the eastern reach over the past few centuries. While many monastic orders can trace their teachings to the enduring founder Teletak, individual organizations vary greatly in their focus, morality, and ethics. Common folk respect the incredible discipline of monks, but see them as an odd, unpredictable bunch who may not be entirely sane. Even mercenaries and other adventurers aren't sure what to make of them. Okay, so monks in this universe are sort of like the Adim from Kingkiller Chronicles. Always like the Adim. Transcendent suffering? When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful, and they continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. As monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monks' special abilities. That's so weird. Huh. Okay. Paladin. Alright, that's sort of what I was expecting. Sword and board. Paladins are martial zealots devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Deus Vult. Deus Vult. Among those aligned to their worldview, paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle, their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. Oh, that sounds pretty standard. For the Emperor! Faith and conviction. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all of their defenses over the course of the game. The value of the bonus may shift based on the reputations that the paladin gains relative to the behaviors that are preferred by his or her order. Holy shit! Oh my god, that's so in-depth! That's so cool! Oh! Most games, they don't even do things like that. Priest. Yeah, Gamberson, mace, and a shield. Interesting. Priests are devotees, Eora's deities, and practitioners of religious magic. Well, all priests dedicate themselves to a specific god. Priests' power is actually derived from their personal beliefs. In contrast to most paladins, priests tend to focus on philosophy, teaching, and the relationship of religious organizations with common folk. The reception of priests in any given part of the world depends on largely how their god is revered or reviled by the people who live there. Starting abilities. Holy Radiance grants a modest amount of endurance for allies around the priests. Any enemy vessels caught in the area take burn damage and may be frightened. Resolve and Dexterity are reduced by 2 and accuracy is reduced by 10. Over the course of this game, the power of this ability may shift based on the reputation the priest gains relative to the behaviors that are preferred by his or her deity. Priests have access to a variety of support and some offense-oriented spells. Every 2-level, priests automatically gain access to additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of times per rest. As priests gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift per encounter use. Athletics +1, lore +1. Ranger. Okay, she's got a recurve bow. It's kind of cool. Recurve bows I love bows. Archery is what used to be a passion of mine. I haven't done it in a while, but I would love to get back into it. It's an art. It's not. I fired firearms before, and I'm a pretty good shot. I actually took second place in this. What was it called? Firearm Alabama Olympics or something. It was like that. It wasn't big or anything. It was just like a little small thing, but I got second place for prone rifle shooting. And it was kind of cool. But there's always something more to archery. And it's something that I can't really describe. But just the focus, the breath, and the holding of the bow. It's something cool. I love it. Rangers are warriors of the woodlands and master of the hunt. Always partnered with soul-bonded animal companions, they can be found in wild spaces all over the world. As their lifestyles often tend towards independence and isolation. Excuse me. Oh goodness, like I said, pollen count's been bad here. As their lifestyles often tend towards independence and isolation, it is rare for angels to become an integral part of a large fighting force, though they are often employed as scouts and guides. Animal companion. All rangers share a strong bond with an animal companion. This companion fights at the ranger's command and is extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. The link between the ranger and the companion is powerful. If one goes down in battle, the other one suffers as well. Aww. No. No. Twin daggers. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. Dagger fighting is kind of impractical in most cases, but in some cases it can be the best way of dealing with an opponent. Rogues are vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. Well, I don't think she's going to be doing much stealthing with the glowing rave all over her fucking skin. Now, they can often be found in dark back alleys found as often in dark back alleys as the heart of battlefield skirmishes. Though unpredictable and undisciplined, rogues are commonly used as shock troops or part of a surprise assault. Their withering attacks bringing enemy ranks and morale. Rogues tend to congregate in larger numbers of cities where they can be steadily employed as mercenaries or hired muscle. Sneak attack. Applies bonus damage to the rogue's ranged and melee attacks when the target has any of the following afflictions. Blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, or weakened. Yo, look at all those fucking statuses. It also applies to any target the rogue strikes with a weapon within the first 2 seconds of combat. That's cool. Stealth +1, mechanics +1. Alright. Wizard! Yo, look at that spell book that's slowly clipping through my fucking thigh. Is that a wand or a mace? I don't know. The masters of academic magic, wizards are students of arcane traditions that stretch back beyond the boundaries of recorded history. Wizards are a highly organized group, often forming academies or guilds devoted to research and development in magical studies, and tend to favor environments where inquiry, experimentation, debate, and the dissemination of knowledge are encouraged. Excellent. Many accomplished wizards eventually become known for their eccentricity, their egos, and their unquestionable interest in all things arcane and occult. I love wizards. No. If only there was real Wizard College. Arcane Assault. Mid-range attack that hits a small area for raw damage and can leave targets dazed. Wizards have access to a variety of offensive and personal defense spells. Unlike priests and druids, wizards learn individual spells that they store in and cast directly from their grimoires. Grimoires can only hold 4 spells of each spell level, which motivates wizards to keep multiple grimoires for different needs. Every 2 levels, wizards gain access to an additional set of spells. However, they can automatically learn 1 spell of any level. They can access each time they advance. Wizards also have the option of learning spells from grimoires they find or buy. Additionally, their spells can be cast a limited number of times per rest. As wizards gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift to per encounter use. So, of course, they're glass cannons. Oh, but I love wizards. But that chanter, though, that's such a cool thing, and I love polearms. In fact, I love polearms so much. Polearms are one of the best melee weapons. They're not great for every situation, but for most, they are wonderful. That deflection's pretty good. No, I'm gonna go wizard. I like wizards. I've been wanting to play a wizard in D&D recently. Right now I'm only playing rogue. Oh, wizard or warlock. Though 5e warlocks have a spell book as well, technically, if they go down that way. Yeah, I'll do wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh, I fucking... Don't get me started on Harry Potter anymore. No. Oh, what? Oh, that's so cool! Yo, but what do these even do? Wizards have access to a variety of offensive and personal defense spells. Unlike priests and druids, wizards learn individual spells that they... Okay, that's the same stuff. Okay. Arc mirrors, dazzling lights. Oh! Overwhelms anyone in the area of effect with a brilliance and bewildering pyrotechnic display. Huh. Decreasing their will and leaving them dazed with will. Okay. Chill fog. Oh! Casts a blindingly white icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness and freeze damage over time to any in the area of effect. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I think I'll take that one. Parasitic staff. Oh, that's cool. Creates a glowing quarterstaff of pure energy for the wizard to wield, granting a bonus chance to hit and giving the wizard endurance with each successful strike. That sounds like a good first level spell to have, because I'm probably going to be attacking more since I don't have as much spells to use. Caster, summon weapon. Concelhot's parasitic quarterstaff. Man, how do you even... That's cool. Yeah. Grant the Eldritch Aim. Grants the caster otherworldly sight, resulting in preternatural accuracy for a short period. Now that's cool. Fan of Flames creates a cone of fire in front of the caster, causing burn damage to anyone in the area of effect. That's cool. That's a shoe store near me. Empowers the targets with unnatural speed, increasing their movement rate. Okay, that's cool. Ghost Blades. Calls a field of unearthly blades into existence, inflicting immediate pierce damage and a hobbled affliction targets in the area of effect. Oh, that's good. But there's so many spells. Jolting Touch. Man, some of these are straight up ripped from D&D. Ghost Blades, that's totally Cloud of Daggers. Jolting Touch is totally Shocking Grasp. Except without the... Does Shocking Grasp have a restraining effect? I have my book right here. Yeah, I always keep my D&D stuff on my desk. Yeah, Shocking Grasp. Yeah, lightning springs from your hand to deliver a shock to a creature you try to touch. A bolt of a jolting touch. A bolt of electricity jumps from the caster fingers to the nearest enemy. Oh, but it goes from enemy to enemy. And it doesn't do that for Shocking Grasp. So that is slightly different, but it's still the same idea. Yeah, that's pretty good. Kalikoth's Sunless Grasps. The caster's hands become so cold as to freeze what they touch. Does freeze damage to a target and reduces its accuracy. Oh, that's cool. Minolette has minor missiles. Gee, I wonder what that is. Summons 3 spell missiles that batter the target, inflicting crush or corrode damage? Whoa, that's different than magic missile. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's basically just grease. Coats the ground in a slick oil-like substance, inflicting knockdown on anyone in the area of effect. That's cool. Man, magic's fucking rad as shit. Okay, so in any fantasy setting, well, I always would go for either if it was just a normal medieval setting, I would always go for a polearm, a bow, and maybe a dirk. Yeah, a dirk, not a sword, but I like the dirk or short sword, I guess. But if magic exists, I would always go for magic. Except when it sucks, like in Souls games, except for pyromancy. Spirit Shield. Okay, that's pretty good. Surrounds the caster with a shield of spirit energy, granting an increased damage reduction and a concentration bonus. That's pretty good. Thrust of Tattered Veils. Quick strike of crushing force, dealing little damage but having a high chance to disrupt enemy casters. That's cool. Okay, so this is basically just, what was it? Mirror image. Yeah, mirror image. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna go... Okay, I know I said godlike, but I'm having a much better backstory now with a pale elf. Yeah. Class. Wizard. And... she's traveling far from her tribe to get more knowledge on wizardry. Yes. See, I love it when you make a character, but then you start putting their class, and then you actually have a better idea of a good backstory. Definitely that. And... Spirit Shield. Yeah. Ghost Blades. Alright. There we go. Oh. Okay. Okay, so my dexterity and intellect. Let's min-max to fuck! No, don't min-max. Hmm. No. Okay. So let's do. Okay. Let's do 5 in each one of these. And let's bump up Constitution just a little. Okay. No! No. Yeah, resolve. Yeah. Convincing perform. This is charisma, basically, as well as, like, stamina? That's so weird that they basically made charisma and another sort of stat the same thing. I like that. You know what? I'm gonna. Let's see. You know, I'm going back to Godlike. I know I had a good backstory, but I love the look of them so much. Okay, so those are wands. Yo, that's cool. It's a rockin' outfit. Man, why would a wizard wear armor? That defeats the whole entire purpose. Oh. I mean, I guess it's smart to wear some armor. The light that wins. I'm gonna go XML tieflings. Yeah, because not only does it give a cool outfit, large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by humans and Orlon residents. So basically, godlike are tieflings in this world, but cooler. No, of course not. Tieflings are awesome. Yo! Oh, that's so cool. Aristocrat? Fuck no. We ain't no bourgeoisie, motherfucker. Dissident. Hunter. Mercenary? No. Philosopher. You are most at home inside your own head, analyzing the nature of the world and its inhabitants. What's scholar? Yes! For you, knowledge is a relentless pursuit. You hoard each kernel of information as though it was precious metal. And time you don't spend learning is time wasted. Let's check the others, though. Merchant. Laborer. Drifter. Nah, scholar. No. No. Maybe. That's cool. Yo! Look at that shit! That's so cool. What's number one look like? Oh. Oh, now that's good. Right there. Oh, game, you can't do this to me. Oh, that's the outfit. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at those fucking head wings, though. Oh. Nope. So I guess I'm stuck with this one. Oh, it is cool that you can do any voice for character. Means you can do.
Hey there.
Follow me. Ha! Keeping an eye out.
Is that Soldier 76?
Well, now I am the leader of the group.
No.
Let us end this!
Are you can be trans in this. That's awesome.
My eyes are peeled. I've got this.
Let's go!
Quickly and quietly.
That's pretty close to.
Just say the word.
Watch and learn.
Let's go.
Not a sound.
What is it?
Most of those sounded the same.
I've got this. Finish them!
Easy now. Yes?
I shall lead us. Ha!
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
I've got this. Let's go.
Quickly and quietly.
Yeah? I've got this.
Let's go!
Time to see and not be seen. I've got this.
Let's go!
To whispers and shadows.
I shall lead us.
Silence surrounds me.
Now I am leader of the group. Bring them down.
Quickly and quietly. Oh?
I shall lead us. Ha!
I am spending way too long on this, aren't I?
I'll take a peek. Hey there. Watch and learn.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Easy does it.
Okay, but I like that one. Okay. Oh boy. Where'd my phone go? Oh, there it is. You know, I'm just gonna go with one of the generic names I use. Yeah, because this is my character, and it's getting to be 93 minutes. Am I done? I think I'm done. Boy, that took 3 hours. Almost. No. No, that's not right. It took an hour and a half.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might
Oh.
check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Okay, so I got the shits. That's basically
I
it.
know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here. They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
Huh. Okay.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Yeah, that's a fair point. No, sometimes it's inevitable. The slow march of time and all.
Not if you hurry about your business.
That's
Not
fair.
if the weather holds up. This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick. Born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
Okay.
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Huh.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Interesting.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it.
Oh.
Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Oh. That sort of thing always creeps me out. Like, I mean, in games like Elder Scrolls, you do it all the time. You kill a dude and put his soul in a soul gem and you use it for an enchantment. And of course, before Dawnguard, you always thought, oh shit, I just erased this dude's soul from existence. And that's really fucking scary, honestly. Just being erased completely. Whew. Never like that.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman that spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow. Ooh.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
Okay, he's not saying this part. She needs to find some spring running and watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Oh my god.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Oh, I love it.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Alright.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
I don't want to waste too much time. So I'll just find what's his face. Gee, I wonder who it could be. Caravaner. Caravaner. Cool. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, that's cool, yeah. Moves like encounters. Okay, so that seems like pretty standard stuff. Okay, who's this guy? Caravaner. Oh, those are the rocks he was talking about. The fuck is the other guy? Oh, look at that guy. Oh, do I have to talk to everybody? Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Hey there.
Oh, there he is.
Anyone need supplies?
Simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however. Oh. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Man, I feel ya. Shaving's a bitch. Oh, God, I hate facial hair so much. It's bad.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you got. Ooh, crossbow, hunting, bow, greatsword, pike, quarterstaff, warbow, battle axe. Warbows are the best. Oh! Now, what they should... Now, I won't get into it too much, but I feel like they should have called great bows in Dark Souls war bows. Oh my god, look at all this cool shit. Ah, they actually call it a brigandine! Oh, but they don't call it a garrison. Oh well. Ooh. How much gold do I have? I have 100 copper. And that's it. You train character. What the fuck? Okay, I can't really buy anything. Oh, do they each have their... No. No. No, we just got jack shit. Okay. Oh, I should have talked to
Something
him.
else you need?
Who are
I'm a
you?
trader, originally from the Adir Empire. I've been
Adir.
trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
Oh my god. You now have one rank and a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive you and your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst from certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. Okay, that's cool. It's a little better than the alignment system, which honestly is kind of fuck. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order respectively. For the main character only, their disposition will modify the effect of holy radiance and faith and conviction for paladins. It's cool.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire. A fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Yeah.
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Ceres?
Raids.
My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Okay, that makes sense. Why does they not say anything in these ones? Direwood is a former aviator colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. As much as I admire the restaurants or the Akric, they always struck me as a little fanatical. Sounds reasonable enough. Out here, I'm just taking it one day at a time. Alright, I better go.
Sure. Hmm? Hey there.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay. Doo-doo-dee. Oh, these must be the ruins. I don't think I should be going this way. There's the street. Oh, what is this? Is that it? No, that's not it. Oh, but there was something there. I saw it. Oh. Oh, this is so cool. You know, I was gonna say, I don't normally like games that are keyboard and mouse only because I feel like sometimes their simplicity doesn't, or their, I don't know. I've always been that controllers feel right to use and feel right to play it with. I know it's probably a bias on my part, but at the same time, I don't know, I never liked MMOs. I never liked... I mean, I guess... Oh, okay. What's that?
This is recent. Not good.
Yay!
Yeah?
Yes, beer. Wonderful.
Sure.
What you need?
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not good. Okay.
Hey there.
Huh. Okay. Nothing there. Nothing there either. I do like how the map seems to be pretty small right now. Good. It's perfect for a starting area. You want to have a little freedom, but you don't want to get too lost. Anyways, yeah, earlier I was just saying isometrics are just... I never played them, and I...
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's a big bug. Oh, that's cool.
Hey there.
What can she do? Knock down. Second wind. Oh, hey, let's talk to her.
Springberries grow wild all over the place here. Keep your eye out.
Okay. What was her name again?
What you need?
Kaliska. Oh man, Oh boy, no. Oh. Boy, I sure hope we don't run into any pretty white-haired guys. That would be bad for her. Let's see. Ooh, a deer. Let's see. Corpse is cold to touch, and a red smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crust of blood stain besmirches its simple clothing. Ooh. Leather armor. Give that to you. Here, take some of these buckets. See anything? Alright. Let's go over here. Why didn't I play this game more when I first got it? I guess I was scared. Maybe I should get this right. Aha! No. That wasn't it.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Composable real-time system. Okay. Alright. How do I unpause it? Oh man, disengagement too? Man! Okay. Okay, yeah, I read about that in the...
Show him how it's done!
Awesome!
Hey there.
Here, you take this.
Yeah?
That was fun! I like that! Yeah! Let's find some new friends. I probably should be reading this. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in isometric. But I'd do anything for her. Well, she's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Oh, this is so cool. I have simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. I started in Direwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rauati and another Aedir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Can you tell me about Direwood? Not much for history, but from I know, it used to be a part of the Aedir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. Locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. Feisty. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Okay, she seems pretty nice. I like her. This. Okay. How do I get water? What's that?
What a surprise. Sparfel went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water. My Callisto waits nearby, keeping watch. As your eyes, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Oh boy. New game. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath. Kaliska frowns.
Sparfel? Are you alright?
Sparfel's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush! What you need?
Sure.
Why am I doing that? Okay.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Actually, no, we can sell that. So let's grab that. Okay. Oh man, this is getting interesting.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Hmm?
I'll get the next one. Sure.
Oh no. Not our dudes. All around you lie the massacre remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward off some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and head, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man. You recognize this Hyodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Ooh. The man frowns and motions. I should probably read my own replies, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Hyodan winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but you would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it was what you were told? It has always been known to my people. I see. What of Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? Do you think that Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? He wouldn't. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Hyodan the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Sorry if this part's a little boring. I really have trouble with these things. You know, I'm gonna cast this.
How can I help?
I'll teach you.
Oh. Well, at least it looks cool. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion is now silent among the other dead. His breath comes wheezing. Fitful gasp. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his chokes. A whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending posts and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, you feel as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across his chest and bowel, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort, he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Oh, shit. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step. You set your hands in the worn folds of the rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself onto the ledge. Hyoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rock, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hyoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hyoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Channel a bolt of energy towards the attacker. Your aim is true and the hit jars Hyoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hyoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from your sockets. They hold just long enough for Hyoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep swelling to the winds now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust diminishes the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Good.
Was
Man,
that...
those loading times just fuck my computer.
A Buick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Alright, I am going. Save. Alright. Well, I think that's enough for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys look forward to more content from me. And I like it. I'm surprised I never played an isometric before. It's really good. Better than I thought it would be. Alright guys. I'll be seeing you next time. Wait. One more thing real quick. I just wanted to get a look around. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. That's not what I wanted to do. Ignore my unprofessionalism.